I think the onus has been the fact that we have ignored this over the years. All theft is normal all over the world, and then of course we know that we have this cartel that are involved in an all theft, not just in Nigeria. But I think the case of Nigeria is as a result of the long abandonment, where we refuse to take necessary steps to curb this in the first place. And also the losses, we believe that as the committee, the House Committee is going to be set up by the Senate. I think we'll try to do our best to ensure that we unravel it, because it's not just about all theft. The losses are not a result of bunkering alone or all theft alone. Some could be a result of metering and things like that. So we intend to carry out the holistic investigation. Will not be so much in a hurry. And we'll work with the Upstream Commission, we'll work with NNPC and other stakeholders to see how we can nip this in the bud within the shortest possible time. I think for me, how did I resolve the Chevron NNPC cost contentions in the EGTL? I did it by the grace of God. How do we pass the PIB? I did it. How do we pass the amended production sharing contract Amendment Act? We did it. So I think it's just about being detailed and not being not too much in a hurry, carrying all the stakeholders along. And this is what we intend to do. Just like we have succeeded in the past, I can assure you we'll succeed in this one. I know that several studies have been done, several investigations have been done, even on the executive side. They've set up the highest committee with the Chief of Defense Staff and all the service chiefs. So I believe that we are the consciousness of Nigerian people, and we'll do our best. We'll not just sit down in Abuja to work. We'll get into the field to see what are the root causes, and what steps must we take, and if needs be, what do we need to amend in terms of punitive measures? How do we enact this in the law? Because this is a clear sense of economic sabotage, and I think government has to be very decisive. And I must confess that the president has taken certain decisive steps. That is very impressive, and we believe that as the National Assembly, we also need to do our own in terms of whatever we find on ground. How do we now bring this into a law? Because nobody wants to break your laws. And I want to also insist that the losses in revenue is not due to all theft alone. Most of the oil companies are using outdated metering systems, which are not actually capturing the actual volumes. So these are the same kind of things we need to do, and we are requested. These are some of the informations that we have requested in terms of our data collections. Nancy, can I tell you something? This Senate has been one of the most successful in Nigerian history in terms of attainment and achievements. Yes, I can assure you of that. I was part of the last Senate. We did our best in the last Senate. But I think the collaboration between the executive and the parliament has actually yielded better results and better outcomes. We shouldn't be contending to do our work. We are working for Nigerian people, whether you're in the judiciary, whether you're in the parliament, or whether you're in the executive. We must all work collaboratively to ensure that we deliver dividends of democracy to our people. So I want to see this Senate and this National Assembly as one of the best in Nigerian history. I can tell you that we've broken the chains in several areas, and that's how to measure achievements. That's my personal opinion. You see, because it is expected that it should always be in contention to be effective. I believe that the true measure of effectiveness is on the quality of your outcomes. That's most important. And I tell you something, we came in with a focus, we came in with an agenda. Nancy, we've attained all our agendas, that all the parameters that we actually set for us, all the projections we made, we have attained them all. From PIB, we did that. From amending the Deep Offshore PSC Act, we did that. The Electoral Act, we have the Constitutional Amendment, we have we reviewed almost all the obsolete tax laws. To improve revenue collection. So, and I think for me as a person, not just because I'm a member of the National Assembly, I believe that on the basis of the projections and the parameters that was set for ourselves, we have made them all, even before the expiration of the 9 national.